Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. Due to COVID 19, we all are in lockdown, is it? So, we, the teachers, have started an online class for you. So, my dear students, please make use of these online classes. And you all are promoted to class 7, is it? So, today I am going to take the first chapter from the course book. The name of the chapter is Hanuman and I, written by Ruba Gupta. This is actually a humorous story of Ruba Gupta. Before moving into the chapter, we must know something about the author. Ruba Gupta is an editor with a publishing house in Delhi. She is also the author of over 30 children's books. She loves telling stories, especially through comics. It was a dream come true when she got to write for Tingle and Amar Chitrakada, some of India's leading comic books. Okay, now let us begin this chapter, Hanuman and I. And there is a warm-up session for you. You just listen this. How do you feel when you go up in front of a large audience to recite something or act in a play or perform? Tick the words that apply. Tick the words that apply. Here, many words have given, so you can tick the words. After doing this activity, you can analyze yourself that you are happy or nervous when you are in front of a large audience. This is just a warm up session for you, my dear children. Okay, now let us begin the chapter. It is time for the school annual day. The little girl in our story is hoping with all her heart that she gets a good role in the play. She loves to act and knows she would do a brilliant job. The story of Rama is being enacted and she dreams of playing the role of Rama. She doesn't mind being Lakshmana or even Hanuman. She is finally offered the role of one of the monkeys in the Vanar Sena. Despite her disappointment, the little girl is eager and excited. All she has to do is say a few words in a chorus. Things take an interesting turn on the day of the performance. Here, the little girl is the protagonist of the story. The little girl is the central character of the story, and the little girl's name is not mentioned in this chapter. So, there was a little girl who wanted to act as Rama, Lakshmana, or even Hanuman. So, for the school annual day, the story of Rama is to be enacted by the students. And the little girl wanted to act as Rama, Lakshmana, or even Hanuman on her school annual day. But finally, the little girl was offered to act the role of one of the monkeys in the Vanar Sena. Vanar Sena means the monkey army that helped Rama. Okay, so things gets changed on the day of the performance. So we'll see what will happen on the day of the performance. We were dressing up when the school watchman handed a note to the teacher. She read it aloud. Dear madam, I am very sorry to inform you that Alka has contracted measles and has been running a high temperature since morning. Sorry, she will not be able to act in the play. Alka was to play Hanuman. The teacher looked round in dismay and her eyes fell on me. Look here, she said doubtfully. You wanted to be Hanuman. You think you can manage. My dream was suddenly coming true. I was quite overwhelmed. Of course, I can. I said confidently. Even if I forget my lines, I can always think of something else. And the final day arrived. When everybody was dressing up, the watchman arrived with a note. In her note, it was written that Alka was offered to act as Hanuman is not well and she is suffering measles. She won't be able to perform. After reading this, the teacher was worried and she did not know who could fill in her place in the last moment. But this was a joyful blessing for the speaker. Who is the speaker here? The little girl is the speaker because whose dream was suddenly coming true. Actually, the little girl was earning for that role of Hanuman. And she confidently said, I can do the role of Hanuman. Even if I forget my lines, I can manage with that. Oh no, she said. The teacher said, You shall certainly not do any such thing. I shall be prompting from the wings. All you have to do is repeat what I say, and for God's sake, don't mumble, speak as loudly as you can. You no need to worry about the dialogues. I will be helping you from the wings. You just repeat what I say, and for God's sake, don't mumble. But you do one thing, speak as loudly as you can. So the teacher decided to help the speaker during the play by reading out the dialogues she forgot. As the curtains went up for the third scene, I was pushed on stage to the accompaniment of the drums. I almost fell on my face. For some time I could not see a thing. The drums were echoing in my ears, and my hands and feet were cold and numb. I opened my mouth to say my lines, but my throat was dry and I couldn't remember them. From these lines, we can understand that the speaker suffered from stage fright. For some time, the speaker could not see anything. The drums were echoing in her ears, and her hands and feet were cold and numb. She opened her mouth to say her lines, but her throat was dry and she could not remember anything. Thankfully, I heard my teacher reading out my lines again and again. I began repeating whatever she was saying without realizing what I was saying. The speaker was repeating what the teacher said without realizing what she was saying. In this case, and I knelt in front of Rama, telling him with folded hands that I was his faithful servant. I would gladly die for him. Oh, my lord, I repeated loudly what my teacher was saying. You have forgotten to pin your tail. In this case, the teacher was telling the speaker that she had forgotten to pin on her tail, and the speaker repeated this to Rama. Clear? Actually, the little girl was supposed to say that I was his faithful servant, I would gladly die for him, to Rama. Suddenly, the teacher realized that the little girl is standing on the stage without her tail. I have forgotten to pin my tail. So the teacher said, You have forgotten to pin your tail. So the little girl said this dialogue to Rama. Clear? Don't be silly, hissed Rama. I am not supposed to have a tail. You have forgotten yours. I touched the spot where the tail should have been. I am sorry, my lord, I said, trying to make up for my mistake. I meant my tail. I have forgotten to pin on my tail. And here Rama said in reply that I am not supposed to have a tail. You have forgotten yours. Then I realized my mistake at that moment. The first mistake is when the teacher reminded her of the tail that she did not pin. Then she was telling the same dialogue to Rama without realizing what she had to do, and she did her mistake. I shouted. The teacher now whispered, Jump, jump. I shouted, Jump. You jump, Rama shouted at me. Then, realizing my second mistake, I began to jump, and the curtains came down to the sound of laughter. Here, the second mistake is that she was told to jump. The teacher was telling her to jump. But what she did? She was telling Rama, Jump, jump. And when she realized her mistake, she started jumping and the curtains came down to the sound of laughter. That means the audience were laughing. When the teacher realized that she was making mistakes again and again, the teacher started cutting her role as much as possible. So there and then the teacher cut short my role as much as possible, but I had to be on stage. I had to be on stage in the last act. When the teacher realized that the little girl was making mistakes again and again, the teacher started cutting her role as much as possible. But in the last act, Hanuman had to be on the stage. I was feeling less nervous now and said my lines well. I showed Rama's ring to Sita to convince her that I was Rama's messenger. Sita said some beautiful lines about Rama's greatness and how much she missed him. She hid her face in her hands and began to weep. Suddenly, I realized that the teacher was prompting while Sita kept sobbing. Since Sita was not saying anything, I decided that it was my turn to speak. Hanuman was feeling less nervous and she said her lines very well. And Hanuman here, the little girl. Hanuman went to Sita and she had the ring of Rama to convince Sita. And Hanuman is having the ring of Rama to convince Sita that she was Rama's messenger. That means that Hanuman was Rama's messenger. Sita was in Lanka. When Sita was in Lanka, when she met Hanuman, she said some beautiful lines about Rama's greatness and she was very much missing him. Then she tried to hide her face and started weeping. Suddenly, as it was decided earlier, the teacher will prompt. The little girl thought that the teacher will prompt. While Sita was crying, she was not saying anything. Since Sita was not saying anything, the little girl decided that it was her turn to speak. My beauty is my bane, I said grandly. It is because of my beauty that the wicked Ravana wants to marry me. What was she telling? The little girl who was playing the role of Hanuman is telling Sita's dialogue. Actually, this dialogue, my beauty is my bane, that is Sita's dialogue. And who was telling that? Hanuman. It is because of my beauty that the wicked Ravana wants to marry me. Actually, this dialogue belongs to Sita's, but who is telling the dialogue? Hanuman is telling the dialogue. And in the same time, Sita was really shocked. What is she telling? What? Said Sita, looking up startled. Startled means shocked. Not you, you silly girl, hissed my teacher. Not you, you silly girl, I repeated what the teacher said. The teacher was hissing. You silly girl, this dialogue is not for you. This Sita should say this dialogue. I just repeated what the teacher said. Not you, you silly girl. When she saw the expression of the audience, seeing the startled expressions of the whole cast, I bit my tongue, realizing my mistake too late. So, here, when she saw the expressions of the audience, she stopped saying dialogues and realized her next mistake. Bit my tongue. They stopped myself from saying something. So, when she saw the expressions of the audience, she stopped saying dialogues and realized her next mistake. Just then, everyone on stage began shouting, Maharaja is coming, Ravana the Great is here. I was struck dumb by the huge figure in 6-inch heels whom I hadn't known about until then, bearing down on me with a shining sword in hand. He said in a thunderous voice that made me tremble, Who is this puny creature who dares to intrude into my kingdom? I was supposed to answer in a proud voice that I was the son of Pavandev, the wind god, the worshipper of Rama, the immortal Hanuman. Just then, everyone started shouting. Why? Because the Maharaja is coming. In Lanka, Ravana was the Maharaja. Obviously, the Ravana was there with huge figure. The Ravana was coming towards her in a threatening way. Here, bearing down on me means coming towards me in a threatening way. Here, Ravana was coming towards the little girl in a threatening way. And he is having a shining sword in his hand. Ravana said in a thunderous voice, Who is this puny creature who dares to intrude into my kingdom? And Ravana said in a thunderous voice which makes her shiver. And Ravana was telling this to Hanuman and the little girl. And this little girl, the Hanuman, was supposed to say, I was the son of Pavandev, the wind god. I was the son of Pavandev, the wind god. And who was Hanuman? The worshipper of Rama, the immortal forever. And the little girl was terrified to see Ravana. So in the last scene, the speaker sees the person playing the role of Ravana entering the stage. Ravana is tall and is walking towards the speaker and walking towards the little girl in a scary manner. The speaker hears Ravana speak to her in a thunderous voice and is scared. She forgets that it is not the real Ravana and pulls off her mask, begging Ravana not to hurt her. The audience finds this confusion very funny. Here, the story has been converted into a kind of comedy. So, the story ended in laughter. Now, the audience was rolling with laughter. The sound of laughter became louder when an infuriated teacher came on stage and unceremoniously dragged me away. Here, the story of Rama has been converted into a kind of comedy. And the teacher became angry, and the teacher came on stage and unceremoniously. And the meaning of the word is in a rough, rude way. In a rude way, the teacher came on stage and dragged the little girl off the stage. So the story ended in laughter. Okay, I hope you understood the whole story, and you please read the lesson. If there is any kind of doubt, feel free to contact me, and I will be sending you the notes. You please copy down the notes in your notebooks. Thank you.